Traded from the outset of that win against the Golden Eagles of Southern Miss last Saturday. They handed off to
Tech. Kyle Kennard were really impactful.
On the handoff, Sumo
State, he's been banged up with a broken hand.
I don't think they'll have him back for several more weeks. Lined up to the left of Wimsatt. They fake the handoff on the
JV. They're rallying around this message in this game, guys.
Trying to beat Kentucky for the third year in a row. They won 17-14 last year over the Wildcats.
From Kentucky's offense.
A 53-yard punt by Kroger forced Kentucky to start inside the 20. On second and very short, the handoff to Barryon Brown, and he was a freshman All-American last year. On third down and 8, Brock Vandegrift. High throw. Brock Vandegrift opens in the pistol with Jason Patterson, the running back. He's a freshman. And he gets the carry. Went a long way. The ball came out
in this game.
With Demi Sumo Karngbe, who is the running back now, to the left of Brock Vandegrift. Vandegrift 1 for 2 passing, throws a deep ball in single coverage. And it's
like he does, and Kentucky will go fast.
And it's out wide and very well defended. South Carolina and Kentucky in the first conference game of the year in the SEC, and South Carolina leads 7-0, and the Gamecocks have a sack. Gusty wins. Brock Vandegrift and Kentucky heading into the breeze here in the first quarter. He's surrounded, lost the football, and Carolina was Brock's high school coach at Prince Avenue Christian School. Brock in trouble and throw the ball. The Kentucky offensive line hasn't been up to its usual standards in the last couple of years. They're hoping and they think the line play will be better, but so far they've had trouble. And Vandegrift has been 3rd and 23, a minute and a half to go first quarter. 7-0 Gamecocks. Vandegrift stumbles as he tries to get away, and they had him around the legs.
Amazing coach.
The Broyles Award going to the top assistant coach in the country. Denny, he suffered a broken hand in the preseason, at least for a few more weeks.
A lot of pressure on their passing game, which resulted in negative plays.
Now the pistol, Brock Vandegrift, the quarterback, and Sumo Karngbe dropped for a loss. Gavin Wimsatt, the backup quarterback, back in there again. He hands it off on the jet sweep to Anthony. Josh Caddis, the tight end, the motion man. Sumo Karngbe stacked up.
Seems like a bold call.
And they do snap it. Vandegrift's in trouble. He is trying to push his way to the line. It didn't look like he got there. He's a big, strong guy at 6'3", 217. The Gamecocks convinced they stopped him, and it certainly looks like they did. He squats 590 pounds. Sumo Karngbe breaking.
Right hand was up into the grill of Sumo Karngbe. Got away with one there.
9-yard gain out of the pistol. They stick with Sumo
Karngbe to be the change of pace guy, but now he's been thrust into the role and has answered today.
Big shoes to fill. They've had a lot of terrific running backs here under Mark Stoops, including Ray Davis last year. Quick hitter. The only win against Louisville in 2023. And one of the highlights of the Stoops era, they've defeated their in-state rivals, the Cardinals, 5 years in a row. Jason Patterson, the freshman.
Can't throw it over the top of an aggressive safety.
They're having a lot of trouble blocking when they try to pass, so they're sticking with the run, and it's working. Just 5 passing yards for the Wildcats. Or 5 attempts rather for 30 passing yards. Getting used to these very handsome new graphics on the SC.
Drive being called here by Bush Hamden, the new offensive coordinator.
Sumo Karnbeg. Bush Hamden has
both Vanderbilt and Kentucky, but he's very capable between the tackles.
They're 0 for 5 on 3rd down. This is 3rd and less than a yard. Sumo Karnbeg swung down the yard line. It set up 2 very short touchdown drives, including the game winner in the 4th quarter.
Here's back with the new coach, Eric Wolford, responding to the challenge up front. Win for the Gamecocks.
11th play of the drive. The first 10 have all been runs. And play 11 is as well. Sumo Karnbeg stacked. Carolina has 102 yards of offense. 61 was on that 1 touchdown drive. Kentucky has 108 yards of offense, 57 on the last possession that ended in a field goal.
Take a negative play right here and knock yourself out of field goal range.
Jimmy Sumo Karnbeg, the running back. Vandergriff kept it, and it's a good thing in a pass rush, and that was Bush Hamden's biggest concern entering the game, particularly Kennard and Stewart. Short set and an off target.
The O-line needs to be better. He said we're better when we're running the ball downhill, not going side to side. Guys.
Nowhere to run there. Indianapolis Colts. 2nd and 10. Sumo Karnbeg rushed for 73 yards in the first half. His career high is 79. And pass. They're 1 for 8 on 3rd down. Here comes the pressure, and Vandergriff goes down.
Not gonna be able to run it 4 yards in a cloud of dust over and over again.
Transfer from Georgia. Comes out with a play action pass. Given time that time. There's a flag down. Back by the line of scrimmage on a.
It's really almost 30 yards of field position.
Put down a 24-yard gain. Sumo Karnbeg with another flag down. Yeah. He actually had a couple of effective plays. 2 plays that would have been a combined 33 yards wiped out because of the flags. They're back on their own 6, 1st and 16. Running room for Sumo Karnbeg. There's another flag down at the line of scrimmage. Frustrating as it gets for Kentucky. That took down a 13-yard play. They've had 46 yards in gains wiped out by the penalties. It's still 1st down and 19. 3rd quarter. Just a 3-man rush, and still Vandergriff in trouble. Throws it high, and it's almost picked. 7th straight start. They're 1 out of 9 on 3rd down. It's 3rd down and 20. 3-man rush and a high throw.
Field. They got to pick it up along the O-line.
His 3 completions today. He's been, as usual, directed to the point. Mark Stoops. His team down 24-6 as we head to the 4th quarter. And a lot of the folks have left Kroger Field. Brock Vandergriff, terrible pass into coverage. Nick Emanwari bringing it back. Nick Emanwari scores a touchdown. In 10 last year. Gavin Wimsatt is the quarterback. Maybe they're just trying to avoid more damage to Brock Vandegrift. There's a flag down as he hands it off to Demi. 7 penalties, minus 11 yards. About as ugly a performance as there can be. There's another flag down. Sumo Karnbeg.
Illegal formation, illegal shift, unsportsmanlike. I mean, those are the things that just drive coaches insane. And my goodness, how many have Kentucky had today?
Wimsatt, first-year transfer. He can do this. And many were surprised when he chose Rutgers, but he had a connection with the then coordinator Sean Gleason, apparently. Jamori Macklin.
Success they've had here in the second half has been sideline to sideline, the run game.
Started his career in Columbia, transferred last year to Florida State, and then came back. Wimsatt to the sideline.
But man, the pass blocking has certainly left something to be desired.
Well, this will be the start of a quarterback controversy. Certainly has the earmarks of it. And Vandegraff wishing that some of the starters weren't on the field when he was in there. Wimsatt taken down from.
He wasn't. Were short throws, so just you can't get.
Was just about as highly regarded as any of them. Here's Wimsatt bouncing off some would-be tackler.
And he needs some help along the offensive line.
Wimsatt intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Kilgore. Kentucky's only attempted 12 passes. They stopped trying, or that sack total will be a lot higher. Jason.
These guys off the edge defensively, man, they are a handful. Now, it's about the offense. Can they kind of get up to speed and complement that defense? Because they're going to cause a lot of problems for teams in this league.
This last year, they couldn't really run block at all. And they didn't have the running back you could.
It's going to go and win that 50-50 ball. Is it Nick Harbor? Because at this point, I don't know if it is, but can Jared Brown do that?
To Wimsatt, forced him to throw it. Here's a transfer from Alabama. Wimsatt stayed on his feet, got very.
2 consecutive SEC championships because they had 2 bell cow defensive ends that were off the charts good. One Shane Ray, Michael Salmon. Those.
Sumo Karngbe has 70 yards. He actually has -3 rushing in the second half. Well, another head-scratching early season loss for Marcus Freeman and the Irish. Marshall went in there.
Game was more sideways than the final score would even indicate.
Credit Reese Davis with that pick on game day. Said Texas would win and win big. It'll be their 3rd SEC road win in 4 seasons under Beamer. Here's another flag. And Wimsatt is taken down.
Defensive side against Josh Heupel on the offensive side. Just going to be an amazing cat and mouse game.
And can you pronounce Nico's name for me again?
Nico Iamaleava.